Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Look in my eyes. What do you see? You see that they're not actually all that wonky. Yeah, I just found this CM Punk today. I'm a huge fan of CM Punk. I know he's a very controversial character in the world of professional wrestling, but I think he's one of the all-time greats, one of my favorites, absolutely. I think his, whatever that promo was, or the interview he did after that one pay-per-view that's so infamous, it's one of my favorite things in the history of professional wrestling. Was it unprofessional? Maybe. Was it uncalled for? I don't know. What was the fallout afterwards worth all the trouble it caused so many people? I don't know. But, man, it was hilarious. It was enjoyable to watch. And this is the Walmart exclusive, which was not always Walmart exclusive. AEW Unrivaled Supreme Collection CM Punk figure, or Pepsi Phil, if you will. And I found it today. There were 6 of them on the shelf at Walmart. 3 of them had wonky eyes on the main sculpt. I kind of tried to pick the best one that I could. One of them had some issues with the paint on the wrist tape. I think I got the best sample, but I had to have this figure, and now we're going to open it up and check it out and see if it truly is Supreme. I haven't reviewed one of these Supreme figures in a while. I don't remember the best way to open this box, so we're probably just going to tear it to pieces. But back of the box, you've got the faux autograph. You've got the shot of Punk with Han Solo peeking up over his knee pad there, which, of course, that tattoo is probably not on the figure. But this is, well, one of these looks. As you can see, he comes with a whole other set of legs, boots, tights. But I'm guessing this look is from Double or Nothing from May 29th, 2022 in Las Vegas. So let's open it up. I almost bought 2. Just because I do genuinely like Punk that much and wouldn't mind having both of the looks that are in this package. There's your little, not a bad riser for your shelf. I actually use the Malachi Black one and the Cody one. I've got those as risers on my AEW shelves. Okay, I don't think they all just pulled out like that on the older ones. I think they redesigned this to make it a little easier to get out. I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember having to tear this box apart to get everything out before. Anyway, big fancy package. It's nice, maybe a little overdone, but at least you've got a really nice design in the package of here's the figure, and then off to the sides all of the parts and accessories, because I do feel like sometimes seeing all the accessories, like the new G.I. Joe Classified, we saw Metalhead and Mutton Junkyard, and just seeing all the accessories sometimes is a little ugly. And I shouldn't care because I open everything, but I don't know, I kind of like having them stashed off to the side like this a little more. It just makes for a better presentation on the shelf, or if you are a mint in box collector, which is a completely viable decision if you want to be that way, then of course on your shelf, on your display at home, it's going to look better. Not having all those accessories just bundled in there with the figure, all cluttered up. So everything was coming out really nicely, but this title belt, maybe this is what I had to tear apart on one of the other ones. There we go. Okay. And then finally, the best in the world himself, Chick Magnet Punk. Don't worry, the figures are designed to do that. Oh gosh. Comes the little AEW microphone. I've got quite a few of these at this point, so that's not the most thrilling feature in the world. Although, if you're releasing, you got some protective stuff here. Yeah, actually, ooh, here's a point of concern. Is he going to be stained black by this hoodie? I recommend, if there are... Oh, wow, those aren't coming off. If there are soft goods on your figure, get them off of the figure as quickly as possible. Oh, look, they've got the plastic, so it's not protecting his torso, but fortunately, I don't see any staining on that torso. And then they've got the plastic on the sleeves to protect those, although that plastic, how is that supposed to come off? Oh, there we go. Okay. They've got the plastic on his arms to protect them. So, black hoodie, no staining. Very good. And then same thing on the torso to protect the torso from any hoodie staining that might have happened. So we'll pop our guy back together. He's got the I love you hand. And a C grip on his default form in the packaging. Take a look at the hoodie so we can put that aside. Got the Best in the World logo on the back. And on the front, looks pretty good. The stitching here on the pocket is a little suspect. I'm not so sure about this. To be honest, this looks a little goofy. Just leave the pocket off. I mean, really. This doesn't quite work. Or just stitch. Like, just put a stitch there to give the appearance of the pocket. But this looks like he has like a fabric dog bone sewed onto his jacket. Maybe he does. Maybe it's there for Larry. I don't know. Let's get that back on him real quick. What I was going to say is I highly recommend you get those soft goods off of the figure and give them a soak in cold water overnight. Just put them in like a Tupperware container overnight. Soak them. That'll get any excess dye out. And the hood fits pretty well. That's not bad. So aside from the goofy looking pockets, that's a pretty well made soft goods hoodie. I like it. Just give it a soak. Get all the excess dye out. And then if you want it more formed to the figure, once it's done soaking, and just make sure no more dye is coming out of that thing, because the water will turn a little, it'll take on a little color if there's dye in there. Once you have soaked it enough and changed out the water and you get clear water, put it on the figure wet, and then it'll dry and kind of conform to the figure a little bit more. Look at this. This is pretty much just straight up the Cobra logo. Like, they barely even tried to avoid copyright issues on that thing, which I love. I'm down with that. Go for it. The Pepsi logo, definitely not the Pepsi logo, but whatever. It's fine. I'm not a fan of Pepsi. If I order a Diet Coke and you bring me a Diet Pepsi, you're gonna get a talking to. That thigh does not want to move. I'm just gonna leave that alone until I can heat it up. Same thing with the other thigh. And actually, I'm looking at this. Is the top portion of his thigh like a different color? Or is that just the light? I think that's just the light. Okay, so we'll heat those thighs up. We're all about heating thighs here on Needless Things. We'll heat those thighs up a little bit later. I'm not going to mess with that now. But this is a Supreme style. Let's get our accessories out of the view. Sorry, guys. I was pretty excited about this. And like I said, I bought it today. So I haven't done a lot of prep here. I just wanted to go. Portrait-wise, Jazwares has had some great portraits and has had some questionable portraits. This one, it's pretty clearly CM Punk. We're not necessarily used to a smiling Punk, so I think they did a good job with the hair. The fade around the back and the sides looks really good. The beard on mine looks good. I have heard that there's some wonky beards as well. But it's not my favorite Punk likeness, but it is recognizable as CM Punk. The tattoos look great. That may be just a tad darker than I'd like them to be, but maybe he just oiled up. They're just standing out really well. Always interesting to look at like action figures with tattoos and just see how intricate and detailed they can get with these things. Just a little zoom here. It's just wild. I do not have a personal tally of Punk's tattoos, but everything here looks pretty cool. Articulation-wise, get the hinge in the neck, which I think every modern 1/12 scale action figure should have. I think it's disgusting that Hasbro is not putting this kind of joint on every figure they make. And these are relatively modular figures, as you saw. That top torso pops off, pops apart at the waist. These are pretty swappable with each other. He's got double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, butterfly joints on the shoulders. You've kind of already seen everything. Ankles, standard modern ankles, stupid toe joints. Nothing needs toe joints. I don't get that at all. And then, of course, the thigh swivels, which I don't care for those either. So there you go. This one has the black and gold and white trunks with the Chicago stars. Looks good. Wrist tape is actual sculpted wrist tape, which is a huge deal to me. Looks great. Nice white paint on it, and you can even see the end where it's wrapped over. Got the X's on the back of his hands, and he's got drug free across the knuckles. It looks good. Looks good. Like I said, this is not my favorite Punk portrait, but we've got 3 more to take a look at. So let's swap those legs out. So super simple to swap out the entire bottom half of the body and get, I prefer these camo trunks. Look really cool. I don't know what these are from, but they're cool. This is a more unique, interesting look to me, so this is probably how I'm going to display the figure, which is why I said, I kind of want 2. These thighs are just as frozen as the other one, so I'm just going to have to heat those up too, and then just plain black kickers and boots and knee pads and everything else, which I will assume is correct to this gear, and is perfectly fine. So there's our Punk. We also have a Best in the World sleeveless soft goods shirt with, regrettably, the Velcro in the back. I definitely prefer shirts the way Super 7 does them. They make them like actual shirts that just stretch out and pull over the figure. Looks so much better. I don't own any shirts that have Velcro running down the back. I don't know about you. We've got multiple hands. Of course, we have fists for clobbering time. Got a matching I love you hand. Got another C grip. And you've got 2 open hands for across the chest chops. And it's worth noting, let's go ahead and do it, because we've never been able to do this before with a CM Punk action figure. Look at that. Nice. I don't know that he's going on the shelf like that, but it is kind of so impressive that for the first time a Punk figure can do that I kind of want to put it up like that. And then also, you can't quite do, hang on. Let's see. This is fun. Fun with new articulation. Or not new, really, because I've got other Supreme figures, but new for a Punk figure. You can't really do his interlaced finger thing that he does before a match. You can kind of fake that out. Oh, you know what else you can do now? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not positive this one is going to work. But we might be able to do... Oh, look at that! I could get it a little better. I can definitely get it a little better with more time, but look at that. You can even get the go to sleep taunt going on with this one. Oh, that's great. I love that. I don't know how I'm going to put this on the shelf. Okay. So awesome assortment of things to do there. You've got another head that's more of a neutral expression that I think is definitely one of the better Punk portraits we've gotten. Look at the, I hate to be so crass, but I mean, I got kind of the same thing going on. The bags under his eyes, like the way they sculpted those, like that's pretty accurate. So just completely neutral CM Punk. I think this one is great. You've got a sneering Punk, which is cool, but doesn't immediately bring to mind this facial expression on Punk's face. It seems like a very Punk look, but I just can't specifically think of when I've seen him do this, but it looks good. And then we've got the yelling face, which is excellent. I think probably the best CM Punk portrait of all time. Just looks perfect. And I just now noticed the tattoo behind his ear. That is on all of the heads. Yes. So it's on all the heads there. So that yelling face is tremendous. And of course, you can't have him doing the go to sleep taunt with the yelling face. That doesn't make any sense. I've never seen him scream go to sleep. So something like this is appropriate for the yelling face, maybe. I am thrilled. I am absolutely thrilled with this figure. I think they did a fantastic job with it. I still kind of want to get another one, and if I see it again, I might. But there you go. That is, man, look at that. Look how good that looks. That is the AEW Supreme CM Punk Walmart exclusive. Shown up in stores now. It should be plentiful. If you've seen the Cody, you know how many of those there are. So just keep an eye out if you want want a Punk of your own. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about needless things. And until next time, I don't know. I can't pull off any of CM Punk's catchphrases. So I'll just say, tune in for more awesome toy reviews. Thanks for watching.
Smash that like button if you like needless things.